Hello and welcome to another speed paint and the final speed paint of Inktober 2020. Finally, I am finished with Inktober. Feels great to actually, be done with this challenge. Inktober is quite a challenge. Doing a fully inked piece every day is a lot, and it can be stressful. But I did it. Let's go! So today's prompt was whatever I wanted to do. So I decided to go with like a movie poster feel. I tried to mimic older movie posters, like the ones from like the 1920s and 30s and that stuff. I was just looking at a lot of old horror movie posters since I find those posters to look interesting. I think they look cool. So my hair kept getting in the way because I was struggling with their faces. The thumbnail sketch that I did have, I think I captured their faces pretty well. And I don't know why, I was just struggling to draw their faces in like a way I like them in the final thing. I tried to do some hand lettering as well because it is a movie poster, or it's because it's supposed to be a movie poster. And I referenced the 1925 movie poster because I like that one. I mean, honestly, I would love to have a print of that movie poster just because it's really pretty. And also, I just love Phantom. So maybe I should get one. I don't know. Also, I noticed for whatever reason, I made Raoul kind of thick. Like, I don't really have a strict guide when I'm drawing these characters, so sometimes they will change in body shape, and for this piece he just has thick thighs, and good for him. But onto the inking, the fun part, the most daunting task. It's so scary to ink things sometimes because even if I have a sketch, I still like mess up on the inking parts. Inking's hard, man. I struggle with inking even though I have been doing Inktober for years. Inking is not the medium that I do best in, but Inktober is all about the challenge and challenging yourself to get out of your comfort zone. So I chose to do their final layer costumes because I just felt like drawing them again. Had a prompt. Day 29 was the final layer, but I really wanted to draw it again, so I did. Because I really love Christine's wedding dress. It's probably my favorite costume in the whole entire thing. And that wedding dress is massive. Like, look at it. It's crazy. And like there's so many like different like materials and different things going into it. It's a really pretty piece. I mean, all of the costumes in the show are amazing. I love them all. But that thing is crazy. I want to cosplay it. Honestly, I'd love to make all of Christine's outfits one day. That is my goal as a cosplayer. Is to make like all of her outfits, maybe. I'm not sure all of them, but most of them. And honestly, my favorite part about doing my own Inktober was that, I got to choose what I wanted to draw, and I got to draw all of Christine's outfits, even though some of them you couldn't fully see the outfits. Also, Also, this Inktober made me draw different aspects of the musical, because for the prompts I wanted to make sure I told the whole story of the musical, you know, make sure I have most of the songs in and different little things. So that's what I did. You know, normally I would just be making phantom animatics and only drawing like Christine and the Phantom and Raoul, and that would be that. But no, I drew like all of the characters, I think. Maybe? Yeah, I think I basically drew all the characters. I'm trying to think if I left someone out, and I don't think I left anyone like major out. I could be missing one character, but I think I got the most important characters to the story drawn in my month of Inktober. And if you're interested in seeing my other Inktober pieces for the whole month, you can go on my Instagram. Link is in the description. Woo! But you can look at all my Inktober pieces of the month. It's also on my Twitter, I believe. But I like the layout of my Instagram better, because when you look through my Instagram, you can see all of the pieces in succession and how they look all together. It's just really nice because you see it's just pleasing to look at. And I love scrolling down like my Instagram to my like last year's Inktober. Like you can tell that it was October because it's just a wall of black and white pictures. Also, like, you know, props to people who make their Instagram layout look very aesthetically pleasing. I could never do that, because I know some people literally, like, they plan their Instagram layout and how they're posting, and they have, like, spacers for their photos or something. But I could never do that. I just post art and leave. That's like me on all my social medias though. I don't really like to get too involved in like Twitter. Like Twitter is its own like cesspool of drama on its own. But I just like to post my art and leave. I just want to like leave and not really pay attention to what's going on social media. Because social media in itself is not too good for someone to spend too long on. And I understand why people like delete Twitter off of their phones, because Twitter sucks. I'm gonna be honest. But then again, I like to have the apps on my phone to be able to post my art from there, because it's easy to post Inktober stuff through my phone, because, you know, I take the pictures on my phone and I can just post them there through my phone. Because my normal process for my Inktober, so I finish the piece, right? And then I have to take a picture, and then I have to edit it, because I don't like when you can see like some mistakes. So I will usually export it over to my, like, I email myself the image, and then I go in Photoshop and I turn up the contrast and I lower the saturation, basically, just so that the ink kind of sticks out better. And sometimes if there's like minor marks in the piece, I will edit that out, because I don't really want too many mistakes, preferably. So I do edit my Inktober pieces. I just like when the pieces are like pure white and pure black. It looks really like clean, I think. So that's what I do with my Inktober pieces. I just like the look of it. And honestly, it can get pretty tedious, like doing it every day and importing it to my computer. So I have the Photoshop app on my phone, and it's just easier to post you know, through my phone, like I said earlier. And I actually schedule my posts. Okay, I'm outing myself. I don't actually draw Inktober on the same day. See, I drew this piece, this current piece I'm drawing on, not on the 31st. I'm lying. But I do the ink pieces every day. I just do them a little bit before the actual day, because I like to have a backlog of Inktober pieces. I kind of prepare my Inktober pieces because Inktober is a very busy month, so I like to have things prepared in the month so I don't fall behind. That's my biggest fear for Inktober, is falling behind. I've never fallen behind, ever. So, I don't want to fall behind. That is my like pride and joy, that I've never fallen behind in an Inktober. In any Inktober, I think. I don't know, you know, the grind never ends. All that stupid stuff. Inktober is a grind, though, I mean. And it was fun to do it, though. I always enjoy Inktober, even if it is a challenge. It tests your skills as an artist, and testing your skills is a way to improve as an artist. How did I improve this month? I learned how to draw more phantom stuff. And I tested my patience with traditional art. It's a very tedious month, but it's always worth it, I think, because I always have more ink pieces to look at. It gives me more of a chance to do traditional art, because I am primarily a digital artist, and that's what I like to do and specialize in. But this is just an excuse to do traditional art and kind of practicing more traditional art. Thanks Inktober for existing. Inktober is great, not the creator though. We don't talk about Jake Parker. Anyways, thank you for watching my speed paint, or speed ink, my bad. All of my social medias are linked below, like my Twitch. I stream on Twitch sometimes. It's fun. And my Instagram and my Twitter are linked below. I usually post art because I'm an artist. If you didn't notice. Go check them out if you care, and I will see you in my next video.